Okay, now learners, we have another one to simplify here. This question kind of looks simple because it's straightforward. So the first thing that you have to do here is to divide both sides by 2. So it's going to be x minus 5 over 3 over 2, which is equals to 64 over 2. Now proceeding, you're going to have x negative 5 over 3, which is equals to 64 divided by 2 is 32. Now remember, for you to solve for x, you can multiply the exponent so that you remain with 1. So what can you multiply exponent with to remain with 1? You can multiply with an inverse of a negative of that exponent. So it's going to be x minus 5 over 3 times negative 3 over 5. But what you do on the left, you also do on the right. So it's going to be 32 to the power of negative 3 over 5. So x is equals to, so when you look for exponent of 32 to the power of minus 3 over 5 on your calculator, you get 1 over 8, which is your answer. Question, we know that you can write, if since you look at this question, it's multiplying at the top and below, so it's like a product of something, so there's no plus or negative. So remember, we're gonna split it into something of similar bases. So we know that at the top we have 6. When you're looking for multiple of 6, you can get 2 and 3. For 9, you can get 3 to the power of 2. And for 54, you can do the same process that we did, where it's like 54 equals to shift factor, which get your multiples of 2 and 3, which is 2 times 3 to the power of 3. But here, you can write it back as, remember, like when you have a negative exponent, you change it into a fraction where it goes below. So here we can take it back to 2 to the power of negative 2. So now let's solve it. So we get 2 times 3 to the power of 6x times 3 to the power of 2 times to the power of 3x, which is also 54. You can write it as 2 times 3 to the power of 3 times 4x to the power of 4x times 2 to the power of negative 2, 2 minus x. Now simplifying easier, you're going to have 2 to the power of 6x times 3 to the power of 6x times 3 to the power of 6x at the top, and below is going to be 2 to the power of 4x times 3 to the power of 12x times 2 to the power of 2x minus 4. Multiplying here, negative. So now we can split our bases. So we're going to have 2 to the power of 6x. Since there's nothing of similar base of 2 at the top, we're going to go below. What we find below, we find that 2 to the power of 4x and 2 to the power of 2x minus 4. So you're going to have minus 4x and also minus, since it's minus, it's going to be negative 2x also plus 4 times 3. At the top is going to be 6x, 3 times 3, which is also 6x. At the top is going to be plus 6x. When you go below, we have 3 to the power of 12x, which is going to minus, since it's dividing, minus 12x. So 6x minus 4x minus, these all are going to cancel out each other. We're going to be left with 2 to the power of 4 times 3. 6 plus 6x is going to be 12 minus 12x, which is going to be 0. So we know that 2 to the power of 4 is 16 times 1, because anything raised to the power of 1 of 0 is 1. So you're going to get 16 your answer. Okay, now what we have here, like it looks somehow of like a quadratic equation, but in exponent forms. So for you to simplify it easy, I'd advise you to let k be your 2x, then k squared be your 2 to the power 2x. So you can say let k is equals to 2x and k squared is equals to 2 to the power 2x. So now you're going to have k squared minus 3k minus 4 is equals to 0. So using your simplification for quadratics, we're gonna have minus 4 this side, then plus 1. So it's k squared minus 4k plus k. So which is correct? So you're gonna have k is equals to minus 1 and k is equals to 4. So it was or here to learners, it was or. So now introducing back your k is going to be, remember k is 2 to the power x, it's going to be 2 to the power x, which is equals to minus 1. And this side is going to be 2 to the power x, which is equals to 4. Simplifying this one, you're going to say 2 to the power x is equals to 2 to the power of 2. Therefore, x is equals to 2. But this side, you must bring it to the base of 2. So I don't think this one is solvable because you can't bring negative 1 to the base of 2. So this one is going to be, so your answer is x is equals to 2.